Joy Boy is saying, I speak in very weak terms about the future, lots of qualifiers, hedging my bets in case I can't do it. You're looking down. Yeah. I speak in very weak terms about. Sorry, give me a second. All right, cool. So you want to focus plus, okay. So here's what I want you to notice, okay? How do we create transformation? So we've gone through step one. Step one was connect and appreciate the person's world. So you've start to understand yourself, you start to understand the other person that you're working with. Step two, you get leverage. We created leverage by asking a number of questions, okay? Now, step three is we want to break the pattern, okay? We want to break the pattern that you're in at the moment. How do we break the pattern? We gotta, number one, we gotta see what is the existing pattern. So can anyone give me an example of what it is that you wanted to change? So let's say, okay, hold on, just letting someone in. So can anyone give me an example of one of the things that you wanted to change? Sarah? Yeah.
Yes, my fitness level.
Your fitness level. Okay. So on your fitness level, right? What is it? So when we're talking about the thing that you wanted to change, when it comes to your fitness level, when you're feeling bad about it, or like when you're not feeling at the top of your game, there is a physiology that you have. Would you agree?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to notice when you're not at your best and you don't have the fitness level that you want to have, you have a certain physiology. So you're doing something with your body when you're feeling bad.
Yes.
Then you have a particular focus. You're thinking of something. You're thinking, oh, I didn't do this, or I should have done this, or I'm not good, or whatever. And then you're saying something to yourself. Can you give me a couple of examples of some of the things that you're saying to yourself?
Yeah, I keep saying until when I'll keep starting from scratch. You reach a level, yeah. Reach a level and you have to redo it again and again. Why don't you keep doing it? I'm sick of you. You know, like things like that.
Excellent. Oh, not excellent that you say it, but excellent for sharing. Thank you. I'm sick of doing it. I'm sick. And I want you to notice the language. I'm sick of doing it. Until when will I do this? Da 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 da. And can we all be honest? We have similar patterns in the different areas that we want to change. Would you agree? Yeah. So what do we do to give someone that transformation? She's saying these things to herself. What do we need to do? So number one, we need to scramble that pattern. And here's what I mean. Sarab has a program in her mind that makes her feel bad about, for example, the fitness level, right? It's like a CD. She puts it in her mind and the CD plays the whole CD. The first thing that we got to do is scramble the CD. We got to scratch the CD so it doesn't play the same pattern again. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So how do we scratch the CD in this scenario? Hey, Nathan, how's it going, man? You all right?
All good on my side.
Cool. So let's say there are things that we say that are negative to ourselves, right? There are certain things that we say. By the way, guys, Nathan is just joining us from Berlin. Just came after university. I told him to join us. So appreciate you, man. Okay, so when we're talking about patterns that we don't want in our lives, like patterns of behavior that we want to change, for every pattern, there's the language that we use, the things that we say to ourselves. There's the way that we're using our body and the things that we focus on. If we want to scratch the CD, if we want to change that pattern, break the pattern completely, we got to change the way that our mind stores the information. So, Sarab, can you just repeat what was a couple of the things that you said about the that you were saying to yourself, the language that you were using?
Yeah, I keep asking myself that for how long I keep starting from scratch.
Yeah.
And
until when do I keep starting from scratch? Yeah.
Yes.
And then you said another one that was quite bad. What was it?
I'm sick of you.
I'm sick.
I'm sick of myself. Okay.
I'm sick of myself. Okay. And guess what? When you're saying those things to yourself, are you feeling bad?
Oh, I feel even worse, but I don't know, like, but this is my feeling toward myself. So it's
All
just, I keep disappointing myself. So I don't know, I beat myself up after that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So what we do is we say we got to scramble the pattern so that it doesn't make you feel that same way again. And then we replace it with a more empowering one. So when you're saying, I'm sick of myself, I'm sick of myself, what is generally happening is you're saying it in your mind with a powerful voice. Would that be correct in my assumption? Yeah.
Yes.
Whenever we feel bad, typically the voice we're talking to ourselves, the voice in our head is a negative but powerful voice, right? So how do we scramble it? We make fun of it. How do we make fun of it? Well, basically, I'm sick of myself, right? What you do is we get into a pattern where we go, we change it to a Mickey Mouse voice and we start going, I'm sick of myself, I'm sick of myself, I'm sick of myself, I'm sick of myself. And what happens is we start to laugh. You see how you guys are laughing right now? What happens is at an unconscious level, your mind starts associating that phrase with being a silly phrase. We stop taking it so seriously. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. And so what we want to do is we start to go, I'm sick of myself, I'm sick of myself. And I'll do it in different voices. When I work with somebody one-on-one, I'll do that. I'll find out what are the phrases you're saying to yourself that make you feel bad. And you'll be like, I'm sick of myself. And I'll get you to go, I'm sick of myself, I'm sick of myself, I'm sick of it. And then I will get you to go in a baby voice, I'm sick of myself. Then I'll get you to do it in a pilot voice. Ladies and gentlemen, I am sick of myself. Thank you for flying. I'm sick of myself. And I will get you to do all these random different patterns. And then what happens is next time you sit there and you go, oh my God, I'm sick of myself. And then you just start like, and you start to laugh. Does this make sense? So we want to change the pattern. So we're scratching the pattern. And what are we doing? In that one, we're just scratching the language pattern. Then I'll do the physiology pattern. So if you're going, I'm sick of myself, and you're like, oh, I'm sick of myself, I'm sick. I'll get you to do it on one foot. I'll be like, okay, balance and go. You can't see it right now, and I'm not going to point my camera down because you guys will see I'm wearing shorts. But I will balance on one foot, and I might even get you to hop. So I'll be like, go on, say, I'm sick of myself. And you'll go, I'm sick of myself. And you'll like stumble and etc. And I'm scratching the pattern. I'm scratching the pattern. I'm scratching the pattern. And then all of a sudden, then it doesn't feel the same way anymore. So Sarah, let's try that very quickly. Can you do this for me very quickly? I want you to just go, it doesn't matter if you can or can't do a Mickey Mouse voice or Donald Duck or whatever, but I just want you to go, I'm sick of myself, or I'm sick of myself, or Borat, yeah, hello, I'm sick of myself, it's nice. I'm so sick, it's of myself. And if you laugh, if you feel silly, that's good, that's the point. Because it takes the thing that you were thinking was so bad and makes it silly. Does this make sense? So just try a couple, just go, I'm sick of myself. So just do a couple of them.
Okay. Just remind me of one of the Arabic cartoon, حسنا يا ماهر.
Yes.
I'm sick of myself. يا ماهر أين أنت يا ماهر؟ I'm sick of myself.
Excellent, excellent. Now, notice, by the way, we've only done it once or twice, right? Now say, I'm sick of myself to yourself. Just say, I'm sick of myself.
I'm sick of myself.
And notice she's smiling.
Work.
Notice, we just a couple of seconds, and we've changed the way she feels because we've scratched a little bit of the record. Now, to be honest with you, I'd want to repeat a little bit more so that she really scratches the record out. But you see that just by a couple of seconds, we're changing the pattern, the way that information is encoded in her mind. Does this all make sense, guys? Just drop me a little yes. Irina says, Muneer, you are funny. Thank you. Thanks, Irina. Thanks, guys. Right. So yeah, you're seeing, yes. So I say yes, yes. All right, cool. So you notice that literally what we got to do is just scratch the pattern. Then we want to replace it with something more empowering. So the focus, the physiology, and the language. We're going, what I don't want, oh my God, my life is so bad, my life, and I'll get you to scratch it out by going, oh, my life is so bad, my life is so bad, my life is so bad, and to jump around and you'll just make fun of it, and then you can't feel, like I'll tell people, come on, feel bad, say it and feel bad, come on, like I'll be like, Sarab, say I'm sick of myself and feel bad, come on, try it, and you'll be like, I can't, I want to feel bad, but I can't. Damn it, Muneer. And this is the way you kind of create, like, you help someone to get out of a state that they're in. All right. And learning with Muneer is so much fun. I bet all of us will retain this concept. Thank you. Yeah. And why do I make it fun? Because information plus what? Emotion equals retention. When people have fun, learning gets done. So that's why we be a bit silly on that. All right, cool. So we have to, so step number one, and what you're going to work on tomorrow, because I'm not going to keep you too much longer today, is tomorrow when we come back, you're going to look at what is that thing that you want to change. Okay. If it's a bad feeling, if it's something that, you want to be productive, but you're not productive. When you're not productive, what are you saying to yourself? If it's, I want to work out, but I don't, and I beat myself up over it. What are you saying to yourself? What are you doing with your body? What are you, etc. Okay. So we want to look at where are you right now in terms of your focus, your physiology, and your language. How are we creating that state? And then we look at where do you want to be? So, and the way to go between them, we'll talk about tomorrow, right? Like, how do you shift from this to that? But you got to know, where are you right now when you're bad? Where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing with your body? Like, let's say, Irina, I'll pick, Irina, can I pick on you real quick?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I want you to, I did this with someone just yesterday for confidence, but do you mind sharing with me, when you're not feeling confident, what are you saying to yourself?
No, I'm not saying anything, just I don't feel comfortable. I feel a little bit, it's making me maybe a little bit depressed, not so much, but I have such feelings. Okay. And when we're feeling something, we feel it somewhere in our body. Now, yeah.
Let me, and also, what are you doing with your body when you're feeling shy? Are your body hunched over? Is your head down, etc.?
Yeah, I'm closing myself a little bit.
You're closing yourself, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So you see, for every single one of the patterns that we do, and we have a physiology, a language, and a focus. When you feel bad, right? There are things that you're doing, because when we think, how are we thinking? What is thinking? Thinking is we're seeing something, so we're visualizing something, we're hearing something because we're talking to ourselves, or we feel something somewhere in our body. That is how we think. That is how we process information. So if you want to process information differently, you just got to do those things differently. We just visualize something else. We do something else with your body so that you're feeling different. So if you're like this, if you do this, it'll be different. And also if you're saying something to yourself, we say something else. Now, does this all make sense?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So the first step, understand where you're at right now in terms of all these three. The second step is figuring out where you want to be. So, for example, if you said to yourself, what if people will judge me? What if people say this? I'm just making something up, Irina. Like it may or may not be relevant to you, but some of the people I work with, that have confidence challenges, they say, what if people judge me? What if someone doesn't like what I do? What if this? What if that? That's what they're saying to themselves. Also, what are they doing with their body? They're closed off. They're like, body's closed, head is down, shoulders down, and they're like this. What are they focusing on? They're focusing on, or they're visualizing all the things that could go wrong, for example. Then I say, okay, that's where you're at. Where do you want to be instead? Okay, where do you want to be instead? And that's why I asked you guys a little bit earlier, 1 year from now, if you had the most successful year. It's very powerful knowing what you want, because where focus goes, attention flows. When we talk about where do you want to be, how do you want to stand? So Irina, if I said, how would you like to stand if you were confident? Just describe your body language. What would you do? Would your shoulders be back, or would they be hunched? If you want to be confident, is confidence what you'd want instead, right?
No, I can be confident, but it will not be real me. In my work, of course, I'm confident. I'm meeting people and I'm talking with them openly, but it's not real me. And I know myself, I'm very, a very privacy person, very closet one. So it's coming like a dual person. One person is at work, talking, meeting people and like that. And another person, I'm at home. In my personal life, I'm always like alone. I like to read and pass my time only alone, lonely. So it's like dividing me into two people, into two persons. So it's a little bit confusing me, maybe.
I got you. And we can go into some of these in greater detail. But right now, I just want to ask you, when you're confident, let's say for example, you say that maybe you feel shy, etc. When you feel at your best, or how would you, when you feel like the way that you want to feel, what is your body like? For example, you said your shoulders were down when you feel bad. Where would your shoulders be when you feel good?
Up, of course.
Up.
Of course, yeah.
Is your head going to be down, or is your head going to be up?
Up, yeah.
If would you open your chest, or would you close yourself up?
No, open. Same like Queen, as I told you before.
Exactly. And so part of what we need to do is we have a map of what you don't want. We need to have a map of what you don't want in terms of, now we have a physiology, right? We have a map of what you don't want. Then we have to have a map of what you do want. Does this make sense to everybody?
What I want and what I don't want, right?
Yes. So and for each of these, for your physiology, so for your body right now, we did that for your body right now. You said when you're not feeling good, you described your body. When you're feeling good, you described your body. So we have the first step. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And like I said, tomorrow we'll go through how do you switch from one to the other. But I want to just get an understanding. It's like right now, if I open Google Maps, right, what is the first thing it asks me for? It says, where are you now? Right? You have to share your location if you want Google Maps to work. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
And then if I want to get there, I need to say, okay, this is where I want to go as the next step. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the first two things we need is where I am and where I want to go. Like I said,
Yeah,
and then tomorrow I share with you how we get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
First, you need to understand what kind of problem you have. Only after that you can find the solution. So
yes and no. So sometimes we need to you don't necessarily always need to understand the problem in order to get a solution. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. Do you understand how electricity works in order to get the light bulb working? You've caused problems in your life without understanding how we've caused problems. Does this make sense? So, like you're scared of things. Some of us are scared of things and we don't know why we're scared of them. You've because our brain is NLP helps discover why we do what we do. But if you've ever touched a hot stove, you touch a hot stove and you move your hand and your brain learns that, okay, your brain sometimes learns in the wrong way. So it's like, oh my God, red means pain, but you've associated the wrong thing. So what I'm saying is sometimes our brain learns quickly and we can unlearn quickly, but you don't need to understand in order to get the result. Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, cool.